Hello, my name is Kathleen Lisson. I'm a meditation teacher. I am trained by Mindful Schools to teach mindfulness to students K through 12. And I also teach a college course to college students at IPSB College in San Diego about mindfulness and meditation. My first experience with meditation and mindfulness was when I was less than 10 years old. My mother had been diagnosed with breast cancer, and one of her alternative therapies was a technique called biofeedback. I remember going to the meeting and learning how to feel inside my body. And I also remember my other experiences with mindfulness and feeling my emotions when I was a child. And I think they are far more common with children everywhere. When I was teased, I was told to not show how I was feeling inside. When I rode a roller coaster, even though my heart was beating and my anxiety was up in my throat and my guts were clenching, I felt like I had to say, oh no, that was an exciting experience. I'm not scared of the roller coaster. And I pushed my feelings down. I also remember as a child growing up, every time that I needed to fit in, every time that I needed to live up to someone else's expectations, that brought me anxiety. I felt very anxious. I felt closed in my heart, and I got stomach aches as a child. When I was an adult, I entered into a meditation practice, and I found that mindfulness can reconnect us with our body and our senses. And for children in an education setting, that means improving two things: attention and self-regulation. So the first practice that a child has with mindfulness, they find that they can hear and see more. And with eventual practice, they can focus on one thing for longer than the few seconds that they could in the first practice. And also with regular practice of mindfulness, children can begin to notice a moment in between when their stimulus happens and then their reaction. And this can turn into a response instead of a reaction if they open up and find that moment in between when a situation happens and their initial gut response comes out. And sometimes that manifests in children when they sincerely say, I don't know. When we ask them, why did you do that? What were you thinking? And the answer is, I don't know. That means there is no second in between when the stimulus happened and their reaction to it. Mindfulness may change this. It may reduce the amount of I don't knows in children. And that moment can enable them to use all the problem solving and all the conflict resolution skills that we have taught them, so they can unpack that suitcase of skills if they have that one moment in between the stimulus and the response. They can be more aware of what's happening around them and more connected to their own body if their attention skills are improved. So thank you for letting me share how mindfulness can improve attention and self-regulation in children.